welcome back. We're here at the ISUG News Studio. I'm joined by Courtney Bjorlin here, and we have a special guest, Rob Thomas, who is the Executive Vice President of Worldwide Information Management Sales for IBM Software Group. Thanks very much, Rob, for being here today.
Thank you. Great to be here.
You want to tell our viewers a little bit about your job and what your team does at IBM?
Sure. So I'm part of IBM Software Group, and I run our business development and sales and the information management business, which you can think of as really anything data related, whether it's databases, data warehouses, information integration, that type of thing. And I'm responsible, I wear a couple hats. I'm responsible for our mergers and acquisitions, as well as our channels and our partnerships, because often when we're making decisions in the business, it becomes a buy versus build versus partner decision. Mm-hmm. So I help drive a lot of those decisions for information management, and obviously SAP and working with SAP is a big part of my responsibility, because we've had a relationship going back many years, even before I was here, that has been great between SAP and IBM.
So tell me, Rob, how does this fit into the SAP-IBM alliance?
Yeah, so I'd say this is really focused in the software area, first of all. My specific focus is around SAP and DB2. We've had, I'd say, a fairly amazing run with SAP and DB2 over the last 7 or 8 years, where we kind of started from, we had an idea, and we said, let's go develop and integrate our products at a level that we've never seen for applications and databases. And that's turned into a huge business unit in and of itself, where we're constantly getting new clients onto this joint platform, and we've made some tremendous progress. So we're very proud of it, and it's really a testament, I guess, to SAP working with them, as well as our user group out there, which has been a big push from the user group ever since we started it.
IBM, DB2, and SAP have had that very long relationship, as you mentioned. Can we expect any kind of further collaboration that you want to talk about?
I hope so. If there is not any more, then it's my fault. No, definitely. So I look at everything in phases, right? They started off, and the first phase was really about engineering. So get the engineers together, develop something that's truly unique, that's going to catch the attention of clients. So I'd say check mark there. We've done that. In the last 4 years, we've been much more focused on the go-to-market alignment. Let's work together in the field. Let's get clients onto SAP and DB2. More recently, we've been very focused on what we call migrations. So clients that are running SAP on an Oracle database, say, and then moving them to SAP on DB2. And in fact, in the last 12 months, we've had 250 clients, over 250, move from SAP on Oracle to SAP on DB2. So it's been a huge success for us, because clients are seeing the value, I guess, that we originally envisioned. So where do we go from here? We see opportunities in collaboration around governance, certainly opportunities to collaborate around HANA. DB2 is a HANA-ready product today. We'll see more innovation going forward, see future partnerships in information integration, potentially with business objects and Netezza. So we see all kinds of areas. But the key thing is you've got to have a base of success in the engineering and the sales side, which I think we've got, and now we'll expand as our users kind of push us in whatever direction they see fit.
And Rob, when we talk about non-database products, IBM and SAP could be considered competitive. Could you tell us a little bit about some of the products that you might have coming out together down the line? What's the collaboration going to look like here?
Yeah, so it's an interesting world these days, right? We're arguably competitors with everybody in the industry, and everybody's competitors with us. And so I'd say there's a maturity that's developed in the software industry that says there's going to be pockets of competition, but you can't be enemies with everybody, right? You have to choose your friends. So we've clearly chosen SAP as a friend. They've chosen us, and we'll continue that. Are there opportunities for overlap in the future? Sure. But there's also, I'd say, two things always draw us back together, which is clients and users. And if a client says, I use Netezza and I use business objects and I want those to run together, we'll provide that. If they say, I want to run my SAP on DB2, we'll provide that. If they say, I want SAP and HANA, but I want to offload some of the data into DB2 because that's what I use for my total enterprise beyond SAP, we'll do that. And so I think all those are good examples of where you'll see future collaboration.
Rob, I had a question about, you had mentioned earlier data, big data.
Yeah.
We hear that term a lot thrown around. What does that mean to IBM, and how are you trying to help customers with that, with the enormous amount of data they've amassed over the years?
So big data, I would say, is the next big thing in the software industry. We actually did our own big data launch event last week that I hosted in our Yorktown research facility. You know, our view on big data is it's not a replacement to a database in any way, but it's about how do you bring together your structured data, so your traditional relational database data, your unstructured information, you know, emails, log files, videos, pictures, and your semi-structured information, so something in between. How do you bring those together in one place at massive scale and perform analytics on it? And it could be analytics about improving your IT operations. It could be analytics about improving how you interact with customers or what you offer customers. So our strategy is focused on building out that platform, a place to bring together all those data types. And I think it's actually fairly synergistic in terms of what we're already doing with SAP around the database, which is we view big data as another information repository in the enterprise, which will need to be fully integrated with your other investments, whether it's SAP on DB2 or something else.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Some great insight and some little tidbits about what's coming down the line for SAP customers, SAP IBM customers. Next up, we will be speaking with the CIO of Exactech. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was great.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
What was that? Was that a good conference?